Etiquette and professionalism are crucial concepts for Peace Multicultural University faculty and staff because they directly impact the educational environment, institutional reputation, and the overall experience of students, colleagues, and the wider academic community. Understanding and embodying these principles not only promote a positive and respectful atmosphere, but also set a standard of conduct that reflects the values and mission of the institution. Etiquette and professionalism training. What is etiquette? The polite behavior in society or among members of a particular profession or group. Etiquette is different in various parts of the world. Here are some examples. Instead of shaking someone's hand, it is customary to take a bow in some countries. In some Asian cultures, when you sneeze, you must apologize to the people around you. No one will say, "Bless you." In Thailand, it is impolite to be taller than the oldest person in a room. So if you are tall, as soon as you walk into a room, you must sit down. Touching someone's head is a huge violation in some countries. You cannot touch people's head because some cultures believe that the head is where the soul comes in and out of the body. This training module is separated into 3 sections: different types of etiquette, general etiquette tips, and professionalism. Let's get started. There are different types of etiquette to use depending on the situation and setting that you are in. The different types of etiquette include social etiquette, meeting etiquette, eating etiquette, formal etiquette, bathroom etiquette, business etiquette, and telephone etiquette. One of the most important types of etiquette is social etiquette. Social etiquette is basically the normal behavior that society considers acceptable. Some rules of social etiquette that are considered essential today are: say thank you, offer compliments, show self-control, actively listen, choose your words carefully, be on time, make eye contact with others, offer your seat if seats are limited, hold the door for others, and pay your share of a bill. Now let's talk about meeting etiquette. This type of etiquette should be used when you are attending meetings, seminars, and events. Arrive on time. Put your cell phone ringer on vibrate or silent. Take paper and pens with you to take notes. Ask questions during the appropriate question and answer time. Do not chew gum while attending a meeting or while speaking in front of people. And if you have to accept a phone call, step outside of the meeting, then answer the phone. We all have to eat, so let's discuss eating etiquette. This etiquette applies to individuals and their eating habits when in public. Do not use your phone at the table. This includes talking and texting. If you have to accept a phone call, step outside of the dining area and answer the call. Do not have a phone conversation while seated at the table. When you sit down, place your napkin in your lap. Wipe your mouth often to ensure no food is on or around your mouth. Do not speak when your mouth is full. Thank the person that is serving you food. Wait until everyone at your table receives their food before you begin eating it. If you must leave the table, excuse yourself. It is important to know what to do when you're eating in a formal setting. The key is to use the utensils from the outside and then move inward. Let's say you are invited to a special event. You should use formal etiquette when attending events such as weddings, special dinners, or meeting important people. Some tips on what to do at formal events include: place your cell phone ringer on vibrate or silent. Be on time. Do not be late. Behave sensibly. Do not be loud or disruptive, and dress appropriately for the occasion. Next, we're going to get a little personal and talk about bathroom etiquette. Bathroom etiquette refers to the rules that an individual should follow when using the restroom. When using a restroom shared with others, it is important that you clean the toilet area after you use it. Use tissue to wipe excess urine off the toilet or rim. Flush the toilet before you leave the restroom. If you go number 2, do courtesy flushes after each deposit. This helps eliminate odors. Wash your hands thoroughly after using the restroom and Ensure the paper towel you dry your hands with goes into the trash. Next, let's discuss business etiquette. Business etiquette relates to what you do in a professional setting or while conducting business. When you first meet someone, stand up when someone is being introduced to you. Make eye contact. Extend your hand to shake the other person's hand and squeeze firmly. And when you say your name, say your first and last name. We all use the telephone, so let's discuss telephone etiquette. Telephone etiquette details how people should behave while using the telephone. Some telephone etiquette key points include: properly greet the person on the phone when you answer. A simple hello is fine. Do not put a person on hold for long periods of time. A good rule of thumb is typically no longer than 30 seconds. Do not yell or scream while on the phone. Always tell the person if they are on speakerphone and if other people can hear them. Do not use speakerphone when there are a lot of people around you. Do not have separate conversations with other people while you're on the phone, and always end the conversation with goodbye or something similar. Now let's discuss general etiquette tips. 1. Pay attention to details. You know what truly ruins a nice suit? Untrimmed, dirty nails, dirty and wrinkled clothes, and dirty shoes. A well-groomed body is the basis on which professionalism is built. Never leave the house, even for takeout, without clean teeth, clean clothes, and a fresh swipe of deodorant, at a minimum. 2. Be on time. When you schedule an appointment to meet with someone, you've made a promise. Punctuality conveys reliability and self-discipline. Being late shows disrespect. If you have time management issues, try to identify the root of the problem. Maybe you need to lay out your clothes the night before, or keep essentials near the front door for easy finding. 3. Never show up empty-handed. When you are invited to an event, whether for a formal dinner party or an afternoon barbecue, always bring a gift for the host or hostess. Drinks, flowers, a bag of ice, or chocolates are all well-received gifts. If you know the host or hostess well, consider a more carefully chosen gift. 4. Practice good table manners. Nothing distinguishes a professional more thoroughly than good dining etiquette. Turn your cell phone ringer down or place it on vibrate when dining with others, even in casual settings. Learn the art of polite conversation so you can carry your weight. Never put a dirty napkin on the table until the meal is completed. If you must leave the table, place your napkin on your seat. 5. Don't use vulgar language. Offensive jokes and profanity have no place in a professional person's vocabulary, especially in public places. In a small group of friends you know well, being informal is fine, but in other situations it is a mark of bad manners. There are other ways to communicate the same feelings or expressions. 6. Learn how to listen. The scientific breakdown of human communication includes 9% writing, 16% reading, 30% speaking, and 45% listening. Formal education covers the first 3 parts. A professional must practice to master the 4th. When people are speaking, give them your full attention. Avoid interrupting, fidgeting, or showing signs of impatience. 7. Give up your seat to someone who needs it. Offering your seat to someone who needs it more than you do should be second nature. Rather than being absorbed in your phone, scrolling through social media, or getting lost in your music, look up, take note. Even if the person kindly refuses, do it anyway. It's the right thing to do. 8. Burping in public. Unless it creeps up on you, in which case cover your mouth and try to burp as discreetly as possible. Do your best to avoid burping in public altogether. Not only is it rude, it sounds nasty, and even worse, those around you might also get a very unpleasant whiff of your last meal, which is enough to turn anyone off. 9. Send a thank you note. Showing appropriate gratitude in the form of a handwritten note is very important. Times have changed, and sending a handwritten note can sometimes be replaced with a nice text message or email to show your gratitude. If you're given a gift for your birthday, graduation, or a holiday, you should always take the time to write a thank you note, letting the person know how much you appreciate the gift. It doesn't have to be lengthy. A few simple lines is perfectly acceptable. 10. Be discreet. Keep the company you work for and other people's business private. Never share sensitive information or insider secrets. When at work and when visitors enter your office, put away open files and papers. Don't volunteer information. Stay away from gossip in all settings. 11th, yawning loudly in public. Yawning can be hard to avoid, we've all been there. In which case, it's best to cover your mouth and be discreet. But a general rule of thumb is, unless you're a passenger on an airplane with clogged ears, don't let out a thunderous yawn in public. 12th, use people's names. Hey girl, what's up, dude? And what's happening, bruh? May be the norm, but it is important to use people's names during conversation or when making introductions. A person's name is the greatest connection they have to their individuality. When you take the time to address someone by name, it not only makes them feel important and special, but it will also make a great impression. And 13, dressing appropriately. Over time, dress codes have become more relaxed, but that doesn't necessarily mean you should show up at a job interview wearing a hoodie, wrinkled shorts, and flip-flops. Knowing what to wear for certain events and occasions is a skill that takes some practice and effort. Dressing appropriately means putting some effort into your appearance, ensuring your clothes are clean and ironed, and making sure that the clothes you choose to wear fit the event you're attending and are not too tight or too loose. Now let's move on to professionalism. What exactly is professionalism? Professionalism is a combination of traits, skills, behaviors, and good judgment expected from an individual that is well-trained and well-adjusted. In order to fully understand professionalism, let's look at what professionalism is. 1. Being on time. Being on time is one of the most fundamental qualities of professionalism. If you struggle with this, shift your thinking and make it a priority to organize yourself and your time. 2. Being honest. People need to know that you are trustworthy, honest, and possess integrity. 3. Being competent. A key part of professionalism is competency, knowing what you are doing. If you aren't really sure what you are supposed to be doing or what you are supposed to know, ask someone, then work on developing your skills. Make self-improvement a daily habit. 4. Taking responsibility for your actions. Being accountable for your actions and taking responsibility are key life skills. If an error occurs, be the person to accept the responsibility and take action to resolve the issue, even if the mistake was not directly your own. Step up and never pass the blame onto someone else. 5. Being reliable. People need to know that they can rely on you. Reliability is up there with trustworthiness and honesty. 6. Being able to listen. The number one skill most important to people is the ability for you to listen to them and hear them. Listen, empathize, and provide them with helpful information so they are able to make confident decisions. Failure to do so will mean a loss of their trust. 7. Being available. People expect to hear from you regularly. Slow communication sends a message that they are not important to you. Answer calls and emails in a timely manner. 8. Being organized and prepared. To work efficiently and effectively, you need to be well organized. Structure your day. Anticipate needs and requirements to be better prepared. Never intentionally do things at the last minute. 9. Paying attention to your appearance. Failure to take care of your appearance will show a poor work ethic and a low level of competency. Studies show that people have more trust in someone who is dressed professionally and is well kept. 10. Being consistent. When you fail to be consistent, you demonstrate a lack of due diligence, which leads to errors and delays that will eventually cost money and create other problems. 11th. being a problem solver. Learn to identify problems before they occur, but when they do, help find solutions. 12. Don't be arrogant or lack respect. No one likes arrogance. Be confident, but be a team player. Be humble, respectful, and kind. Remember, etiquette and professionalism are essential to being successful in today's world. Your professionalism and etiquette are constantly on display.